right, we are live. We're about to get it underway for the NFC Wild Card Championship. The Bears at home, 12-4, taking on the Eagles. It's going to be a very exciting game here. We're still setting things up in the studio. But glad to have you aboard. I don't think the Bears have been to the playoffs since the Bears have been in the playoffs since 2010. So you know they're going to be chomping at the bit here. Fans are going to be blowing up.
Perspective on things.
All right. I'm glad to have you aboard. Bone Crusher here, bringing you all the play-by-play reaction video for the Bears. This is at Chicago. The 9-7 Eagles. I didn't pick them to be in the playoffs, but here they are. All right, we're getting set up here. We're still about 10 minutes away from kickoff. Not even that far. Maybe 5 minutes from kickoff. I better get my beer. All right. We'll be hitting up the chat box later, so definitely want to get your comments in early. Okay. NBC's got the game, so this is probably going to be a nationally televised game. No one's going to have any trouble getting this. So the folks that are here tonight, you're here because you're passionate football fans. And man, you got to think about the Bears right now. First time they've been in the playoffs since 2010. How stoked are they be hosting this game? You think the fans aren't going to be losing their freaking minds? I mean, these Chicago Bear fans, it's going to be pretty special to watch. They're going to definitely make a lot of noise, disturb Nick Foles. He is going to be QBing for the Eagles, I do believe. Their starter is injured, but this is actually familiar territory for him, for Nick. He's been in this spot before. In fact, I believe I was reading that he is like 6-0 in situations like this where he's have to come in off the bench. All right, we are minutes away from kickoff. NFC Wild Card playoff. 9-7 Philadelphia Eagles. 12-4 Chicago Bears in this wild card game.
It's a big stage. I mean, it's the playoffs.
It's win or go home, but we earned this opportunity to be here.
Bears looking mean out there. Eagles, watch out.
But we're battle tested as a football team. We faced a lot of adversity.
We are going to be dangerous. This is a hot team, man. Nobody wants to see us right now.
Oh yeah, it's on. Like Donkey Kong.
Let's do or die.
I don't know who that bald guy is on my screen.
And who's got to be ourselves.
Let's go.
We are not done yet.
That got me fired up.
So
Best of one here.
What a sight on the 6th day of January. Almost ready for the kickoff.
Yeah, we don't need a calendar check, Al Michaels, whoever the hell it is. We know what day it is. It's NFC Wild Card Championship Day. Man. All right, we got not a lot of folks in the chat box yet. Still pretty quiet here. Hopefully we'll get a good crowd. And I am here in Panama City Beach. This is a shot of the weather today. How is that? I did add a filter to that, but there's a guy who's got his fishing pole there in the water. Just an iconic winter day in Florida. But the weather looks a little bit different in Chicago. Much colder. I think I'm going to have to get a different browser going so you don't have to deal with that. Oh, they're bringing Dick Butkus out to the out in the middle of the field. Dick Butkus, ladies and gentlemen, is out there trying to whip up the crowd. Let's see if we can pick up a little audio from the crowd right now.
Game. And of course, speaking of tradition, this guy establishing his own right now, Khalil Mack, that trade on the eve of the season, coming to Chicago. What a difference that's made. Chicago won the toss. They defer, so Cody Parkey
We're getting ready to kick off.
will kick off, and that's Boston Scott, who is a
And there is the kickoff. Eagles are going to let that take a bounce and take that out. Yeah, the 25. They have moved that. All right, Nick Foles is going to be the quarterback for the Eagles today. Boy, they got their big tight end. Pretty impressive lineup. They got big hairy guy there. And the albino Lane Johnson from Oklahoma. All right, Nick Foles under center. He's gonna go the shotgun, man in motion for the Eagles. And here comes the first play from scrimmage, and it's a handoff. This crowd is making some noise early. They're making a lot of noise. Wendell Smallwood is the back. He picks up a couple of yards there. It's going to be about second down, 7 or 8 here. And man, you know, playing football myself, I would say weather, cold weather, man, that really, when it hurts a little extra in the cold. You got to suck it up. All right, second down and 8 at the 27 of Philadelphia. And Nick Foles is going to fake the handoff and do a screen to the running back, who's got 25, 30 yards on the play. Here you go. First down, Eagles. All right, nice work on the screen pass. First and 10 at the 50. Nick Foles working out of the shotgun. Running the no huddle. There's a pass right down the middle for a completion and another first down, Eagles. All right, Eagles got themselves, Eagles on a drive. That went out to the tight end. The big guy got that one for the first down. Zach Ertz. All right, Nick Foles pump fakes, fires down the sideline. Incomplete. Nick Foles filling in for Carson Wentz. He is 3-1 on the season. 8 touchdowns, 1 interception on the year. He's got a 113 rating. Doing pretty good off the bench, Nick Foles. All right, that's going to bring up second and 10 for the Eagles. Stay in the shotgun, no huddle. There's a handoff. Josh Adams is the running back on that play. Picks up 1 yard for the Eagles. And the Bears defense, perhaps the fiercest in the land. They've got a really good defense, so I don't know how long Philadelphia can keep the drive going before the defense adapts. All right, second down and check it. Third down and 8, Jeff Hollinger. Check it. They are not in field goal range. Matt Nagy, defensive coordinator, the coach, is pace in the sidelines, wanting a big defensive stand right here. Nick Foles at the shotgun, stands there, passes, completes, first down, Eagles. Yeah, I don't know if that's annoying, that thing I do. Maybe a little bit. Okay. Well, the Eagles really having their way early against the Chicago defense. Nice pass down the middle there. All right, 1st and 10. They're at the 20. There's a handoff. He's going to have to bounce out to the side, but there's half the entire Bears defense there to cover him up. They're probably going to lose a couple yards there. We are in the red zone. Eagles have been driving here against that tough Chicago defense. It's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Eagles. Nick Foles with 5 wide receivers, no running backs in the shotgun on the 2nd and 13. He quickly fires it over the middle for a short pass. That is going to be the tight end. That's right over the middle for a nice completion. Nick Foles. That's Hurts again with the reception, their big tight end. See, our stat tracker is not updating. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. We're currently at 0-0. 10:26 in the first quarter, and this is 3rd and 7 for the Eagles from the 17 of Chicago. At the shotgun, and that fake delay looks like a sack. Bears stuff them. That was a low snap. Kind of hard to get that. Pull off the fake delay with a lot of pressure. Nothing really got going on that play for the Eagles. And they weren't blitzing. They did that with 4 guys. That was Floyd on the sack. All right, 43-yard field goal attempt. And that 43-yarder looks good. Piece of cake. Eagles on the board. 3-0. All right. And first drive, and they are on the board. So we are going to take a break. We'll be right back with more of the NFC Wild Card Championship game. Okay, time for a brand new segment on the show called Insomnia Theater Express. Today we're featuring a 1950s educational film called Molly Grows Up.
Hi, what kind of a day did you have today?
Mom, guess what?
I don't know. What?
Mom, I started my first period.
All right.
Well, what do you know? Come on, sit down. Tell me about it.
Please don't.
When did it start?
Well, it was this afternoon when I was changing into my gym clothes, and I noticed a bit of blood on my panties, and golly, at first I thought, well, I didn't know what to think. And then I remembered when we talked about menstruation.
Munster cheese.
Menstruation and stuff, and, well, then I went to see Miss Jensen.
Oh, my goodness.
You little whore.
How do you feel?
Well, I hate men, and it feels like my insides are being ripped out.
Kind of funny like. I mean, well, I was hoping it would start soon. But it seems like I've forgotten everything you've told me.
All right, I tell you what we'll do. Tonight will be mother and daughter conference night. And if you'll give me a hand with supper, we'll get started that much earlier.
Okay, I'll wash up and be right down.
Golly.
My little bleeder.
I'll get it. That's probably Peggy.
I can tell by the ring.
Hello? Oh, hi, Peggy. Sure, just a minute, I'll ask. Mom, can I go swimming with Peggy tomorrow after school?
I don't think I would, Molly.
But I'd be home by 5:30.
No, it's not a good idea the first 2 or 3 days of your period. You might get chilled and catch cold.
You might attract sharks.
That's right.
Or bears.
Peggy, of course I can't go swimming. You know I've got the curse. That's right. It isn't a good idea the first couple of days. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Good heavens, Molly, you're growing like a weed. I'm going to have to let that hem down again. Come on, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
It's above your ankles, for God's sakes.
You know, I've often wondered why it is that some women still call menstruation the curse.
I don't know.
Because it's so
Peggy
delightful?
calls it that. And it is kind of a nuisance, isn't it?
I suppose it is sometimes.
What are you two up to?
Oh, how were the fights, Jim?
Oh, not bad.
All right. Molly grows up there. She got her first period. We are back. And there is the kickoff. Chicago is going to return it. And they're down at the 20. Looks like we got A-Bomb in the chat room. The real clone is here. He's the only one in there. So welcome, A-Bomb. We'll see if we get some more people showing up in a little while. Get ready to make some noise. These Chicago Bear fans, they're making some noise. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2010. So, man, you know they are chomping at the bit to be here. A home game for them. That's pretty epic. All right, now it's the Bears' turn. They're going to get on offense. And Jordan Howard at the running back, and it's a handoff to Howard. 5, 6, 7 yards. Good run. All right, quarterback number 10, Mitchell Trubisky. He's got a 95 quarterback rating, 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and 3,200 yards so far on the season. Okay, that's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. And there's a pass for a 1st down. All right, nicely done. 1st down Bears over the middle. They're up to the 31-yard line now. Gabriel forward, 1st down. All right, 1st and 10 from 31. Chicago working out of the shotgun shovel pass. He's going to get good yardage. Picks up about 7-8 yards. And that went to number 84. It was a fake to Cohen, a little toss to the tight end. So pretty well executed. I'm not a huge fan of it, but Trey Burton there, their tight end, did a nice job. I'm not a big fan of the shovel pass. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles, and there is a handoff. Nothing doing. They're all covered up. Smothered and covered. That's the Huddle House defense. All right. Let's see. 9 and 7 Eagles versus the 12 and 4 Bears in Chicago. All right, 3rd down 5 here for the Bears. Add the shotgun. And there's a pass over the middle and complete. 1st down Bears. Trubisky and the Bears with the 1st down. So far, these offenses playing pretty well, looking pretty sharp. Bears up to the 45, close to midfield. And it looks like a run, and they're going to hand that off for a short gain. And there is Howard for a yard. I would like to say that I don't use toilet seat covers. I don't. You know, a lot of people, they go into a public bathroom, and if there's not like a machine to dispense the toilet seat covers, they take toilet paper and cover the seat with it. I don't do it. I don't do it. I mean, if it's that nasty, I'm gonna just hover and squat. All right. 2nd down and 10 for the Bears. Man in motion. It's gonna be man-to-man defense out of the shotgun. He scrambles out to the left, fires it down the sideline, way short. Looks like the receiver probably should have helped him out there. He was under pressure, and the receiver was just running a post. Trubisky fires and can't connect on the miscommunication. Bring up 3rd down, I believe. All right. All right, 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Trubisky is going to stay in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. He's going to have to scramble again. Throws it to the right, almost intercepted. Ill-advised. He's got to get some protection there. Bring up 4th down for the Bears. And the Bears crowd suddenly very quiet after the Eagles scored, and their offense is quiet. So silencing that crowd early, that might be important for the Eagles here. All right, checking the chat box. A-Bomb says, nice graphics on screen. I will call in a bit. Nice scenes. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working on the scenes. Even changed the transitions. Trying to fancy it up a little bit. Don't have a lot of viewers yet. We'll see if we can get some more viewers here. Man, Josh and Sean, they had like 2,500 people at one point in that Dallas game. Towards the end of that, it was, I mean, you couldn't go in the chat room and read things fast enough. That was pretty crazy. And we got 2. All right. There's a flag, by the way, on that punt. So our question of the day is, do you use toilet seat covers in public bathrooms? Do you hover? Do you just say fuck it? Do you use it a case-by-case, scenario? How bad is the bathroom? Oh, we got a live call-in here. A-Bomb dialing in. Let's get our audio here. And hello, A-Bomb. Yeah. Turned into a big mess. Yeah. I too will take some toilet paper and just kind of wipe it down, and I like it to people just leave the seat up, actually, because it gives me a sense that in my mind the last person took a piss and they weren't taking a shit, because I don't want to go back to back, And if there's any like debris, like pubes or anything like that, gravity will help with that. So yeah, I like people leaving the seat up in the men's room, actually. It's the 1880s. Is that the one where the fat guy says there's advantages? So yeah, basically it's a product that's a stick with a rag on it for fat people to wipe their asses, right? Yeah. There's a scene transition thing in OBS right next to where the start and stop stream button is. So you can play with that. There's a few things it does, including that swipe transition. Yeah. Now, when you go to a break, do you have the breaks set up as scenes? Well, I think you're doing, that's how it's supposed to be done. I'm impressed. You've been all over it. Well, you're synced up with YouTube. I'm synced up with over the air. So Philadelphia just had it at the 1 yard line, had to run it. I guess they were pinned down to the 1 or something. But no big deal. We don't have a whole lot of viewers in here right now. If you're trying to sync to YouTube, I am ahead of YouTube. So I can tell you right now I'm probably ahead of you. It is second down, or is it about to be third down here? All right, 3rd and 6. Eagles up to the line. Out of the shotgun. Steps back. Pressure. He passes a screen out of the end zone, and he's lucky he doesn't get a touchback. Down to the 2. That's going to bring up 4th down. Eagles buried at their own 2 yard line. I'm watching it off of NBC here over the air. Yeah. I think you're one play behind me. I'm ahead of you. That doesn't. Yes, window capture will. In fact, I'm using it now, and it is telling me which browser I can. That feature will let people see what you're browsing on the internet, basically. I have to use that because the Linux version doesn't have the browser capture where you can just set a browser and forget about it. So anyway, well, I've got to work around, but that's what it is. Okay. We are not getting hammered with excited Bears fans. You'd think they'd show up. Well, I got an extension cord. I found it in my desk for my headphones. I can put the computer on the floor. You don't hear the fan so much. Wow. I think that might be a solution so we can do the two heads in a box. $3.29 in the first. I'm in an Applebee's timeout. All right, A-Bomb, nice introduction. You can follow him on Twitter at A-Bomb98. He calls into the show a lot. Always giving some great insight from sports and bathroom habits. All right, we are back to action here. The Bears 1st and 10, and they're gonna, after that punt, they're gonna take it from midfield. Oh, should have been complete. Drop that pass. Trubisky fired it, but the guy tried to run before he had it. A-Bomb's also our moderator, technical producer. He's usually behind the scenes helping things go off without a hitch. Right. Howard looking pretty good. All right. Yeah, well, you know, both these teams have actually, the offense has been pretty good. Chicago got stopped last drive, but they really need to get something going and get the crowd back into it. Well, they had a lot of success last punt, burying the Eagles down to 1, so another pooch punt probably going to come out here. As they got the ball. Yeah, hit him in like in the tricep or something. Wow, they're punting special teams today, looking really good as they bury the Eagles again in their own territory. Nice punting game. Well, absolutely. Since they're in a break, we're going to bring you our own commercial break. This is an ad for Comfort Wipe, and Comfort Wipe is a toilet paper extender for fat people. And this is a real product. Okay, I think I finally got it going. Let me let me start it over. You're only going to hear it on the delay. You might not hear it right off the bat. Okay, first of all, they're saying this is the biggest change in toilet paper technology since the 1880s, and it's long overdue. The biggest thing since the Civil War, yeah. Huh. Rag on a stick. Throw away your rag on a stick. Right. Alright. It's embarrassing for people to help you. Your dignity. Yeah, what was going What was going on in the 1880s? What changed? What Alright. I'm going to do some audio settings here, make sure I got you in.
Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth on the call from Chicago.
Ah, fuck Al Michaels, man.
Yeah, he's pushing 80. And he's got that spray-on hair, you know, like, you know, in a can.
Hey, Foles has to scramble and throws it away. He yeah, Al Michaels, yeah. It's hairspray in a can. Hair paint.
Exactly, yeah. That. Remember, like, the infomercial about 20-something years ago with Ron Popeil? He used it on his own head. The set it and forget it guy.
Well, chat box is pretty quiet right now. There is nothing going on. 3rd and 9 for the Eagles with a big run and almost got a first down. Looks like he was a half yard short of a first on a very exciting run play.
Wow, your live TV is actually a couple of seconds ahead of my cable. I think that's how it goes. Like, you're watching over the air NBC, right?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, so you actually get a couple seconds advantage to us folks watching on cable. I guess that signal from Panama City is coming in loud and clear.
I don't get many TV stations. I get like 3 stations. CBS, NBC, and some bullshit. And of course I get Beach TV.
So how's the reception? Is the picture good on your NBC down there?
Oh yeah, that's great. It's great. A great picture. And often over-the-air pictures are as good as, if not better,
than the cable, right?
We've got one watcher. That's probably
That's
me.
That's going to pick up. That'll pick up a little bit as we go along. And it's 2nd and 11. First down. Jeffrey with a catch. Number 17. 14 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Eagles are driving.
Good
if they go up 10-0 here, this Soldier Field crowd will get quiet. And that's the end of the first quarter. So I appreciate you letting me hop in on your stream. I'm going to get off now. Hope to hear that comfort wipe spot a little bit later on again if it works. And, let's
Definitely.
hope you get some people in the box. A-Bomb is out.
All right. Thank you very much, A-Bomb. You can follow A-Bomb on Twitter at A-Bomb98. He's an up-and-coming heavyweight in the live play-by-play reaction video genre. It is a genre. You didn't know you needed it, but you do. I didn't realize it was a thing, but lots and lots of people are following play-by-play reaction guys. I thought it was just folks looking to watch the game on YouTube, because most of the people that seem to like come in and out are pissed that they're not seeing the game. But there's a lot of people that follow these internet heavyweights like Josh and Sean, Mr. Bad Dog 7676, 500 Net Philly Nation, and there's countless other guys out there. There's a guy in the Packers fan. He's got a donkey dick microphone, great setup, a huge following, and there's a lot of other up-and-coming play-by-play reaction guys. So we're pretty new to this. We're trying to kind of make our mark in the live play-by-play reaction genre. So we're going to try to make some noise, get people in here. We're going to be covering a lot of baseball. We're really excited about the MLB season. The Atlanta Braves is our flagship team. They had a great season last year, considering it was a bunch of young kids. They're in a new stadium. I think they played well beyond expectations, well beyond their abilities. So looking forward to another great year with the Atlanta Braves. But we are watching the NFC Championship. Correction, check that. NFC Wild Card playoff game. The Eagles have 3 and the Bears 0. Getting ready to start the second quarter, and the Eagles are driving. Bears fans awfully disappointed that they haven't gotten on the board. They've been quieted by the Eagles. That's very significant. You want to keep those fans quiet if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan. And I don't know what Mr. Dirty Couch guy is doing right now, but I know he's out there somewhere eating rolled goals on his dirty couch. He put his baby on his live stream the other day. I don't know. That felt a little awkward. All right. It is 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They are at the Bears 30 and threatening. Fake handoff. There's a deep alley-oop pass, and that is a catch. Kind of a duck snort pass, just kind of a playground throw, and that worked out just great. Nick Foles with the play action completion. Midfield to Jeffrey. Jeffrey lines up on the left, sidesteps and curls up to the right, and just has nobody on him, absolutely wide open. If that was a sharper, crisper pass, I mean, that was a weird pass, but it's going to bring up 1st down, and they are now cross midfield to the 40. And there's a short pass, intercepted by Chicago. He's still on his feet. I don't know if they're going to call that back. He could go all the way. 20, 10, touchdown. Chicago Bear defense, number 58, Smith. Now, there was some contact at the time of the interception, so let's go to review. I thought he was down. I think this is going to come back. Okay, he was down by contact. Still, interception, Chicago. They stopped the drive. That's going to bring 1st down, Bears. That's going to get their fans right back into this game. Just what the doctor ordered. Well, let's see what happened here. It was a fake. Wow. I mean, did he strip the ball right out of the receiver's hands, out of Howard's hands? He just wanted it. He wanted it, and he took it, and he got it. Again, we want to thank A-Bomb for showing up on the show. We'll hear more from him later on. All right, it is first down, Bears from the 35. Trubisky, fake handoff, quarterback run, nowhere to go. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, we're hoping to get some more people in here so we can start making some noise. My name is Bone Crusher Wilson, one of the new play-by-play reaction guys on the scene. You know, we're just getting warmed up. I think we're going to really take the play-by-play reaction genre by storm. Okay, it is 2nd and 11 for the Bears. And there is a pass out to the side to the tight end. They're going to say he's down. He lost control. The ball rolls around, and luckily for the Bears, and Shaheen, who limps off the field, Shaheen with the reception, and on the replay, yeah, I guess he's down by contact. His elbow, he was taking an awkward fall, and his elbow hit the ground. The ball came out, so I guess you can't have a fumble caused by the ground, is what they're saying there. 3rd down and 5 on that short reception. Bears at the 40, their own 40 here. All right. Trubisky steps back, a little bit of pressure, fires it off. It's complete, but the defense is there. Only picks up a yard or 2, and that's going to bring up 4th down. There is a flag. Let's see what the call is. Miller made the catch, but he got tackled pretty quick. He just couldn't get anything going. That is going to be against Philadelphia. Unnecessary roughness on Bennett, number 77. Well, that is unfortunate. Just a little frustration on Bennett's part, I suppose. Oh yeah, hand to the face. That's gonna get called every time, you know. Why would you do it? Why would you hurt your team like that? If you're a team player, you know, you check your emotions. All right, there's the snap. Trubisky gets it off, a big hit, but holds on to it. 1st down, Bears. Yeah, there you go. Bears trying to get something going. He holds on to it after taking a big hit. 1st down. Bears driving. They're gonna be at the Eagles 24, and they're gonna go to a timeout. It is 3-0 Eagles. Bears driving. 11:47 in the 2nd quarter. They're going to break. Let's do the same. We'll be right back. Hey, it is Wilson, and I just got a text message from a phone boy. He says, I gotta watch this awful, terrible movie called Night Riders from 1981 starring Ed Harris. It was in Truman Show, Apollo 13, some other high-profile movies. And before I watch any movie, I like to watch the trailer and see if I really want to invest myself in it. So it's as bad as they say it is. If I'm poor, I'll definitely be watching this again. Here's the movie trailer for Night Riders. And you can tell already it's a bad movie by the fonts. I just had a dream I was in a terrible movie.
Once courageous knights roamed the land
and worked at medieval times,
searching for adventure, ready to brave any challenge. Night Riders.
F, yeah, I'm in.
Disciplined in mind and heart, no to the death.
Yes. This is what I needed in my life.
Adventure.
Sure.
Romance.
MILF. Motorcycles.
Pageantry.
And I'm all about the pageantry. All right, we are back. 2nd and 10. The Bears. Short pass out to the halfback on the screen. Robinson, correction, that's the receiver Robinson on the screen. Nowhere to go. Nothing doing. Okay. And welcome if you're just joining us to this coverage of the NFC Wild Card playoff game. The Eagles come in at 9-7, currently leading 3-0 over the 12-4 Bears. This is at Chicago, their first playoff game since 2010. It's 3rd and 10 for the Bears. They are in field goal range. So let's see if they play it safe here. Out of the shotgun, Trubisky. And there's the snap. He's going to scramble out to the left. He's still scrambling. He's rushing. Not going to be able to get the first down. Picks at about 5. So we're probably going to see the field goal team come out here. The Bears, they try to tie this one up. And Trubisky, little limp getting off the field. Kind of like me in the bedroom. All right, they have the field goal unit out now. Chase Daniels, their backup quarterback, getting warmed up just in case. All right, snap and the kick, that is good. 36-yard field goal attempt on the board for the Bears. How about the Bears? All right, it's 3-3 now in this low-scoring event. All right, we are going to go to break. Be right back, guys, with more coverage. Live play-by-play reaction of the NFC Wild Card playoffs.
Meanwhile, in communist China, a baby goes unclothed. Camel toe. Oh, you come in now. Government only allow one baby. So we'll poison one with some American soft drinks. And get that kid a diaper before he goes to the bathroom on somebody. You buy #1 American White Devil soda. And Frankie Chung has dishonored his ancestors making this. I choo-choo chang you.
Alright, we are still in a break. I should have had a longer break queued up. I don't know what this Bird Box thing is. I don't know, it's all over Facebook. There's a commercial for it. I don't have any intention of watching Bird Box. Don't know what the Bird Box is. But we are still in a break, so I'm going to step away for just a sec.
97X, it's Fisher, and back in the 1980s, there was a thing called video dating. Dating technology, not that advanced. You couldn't just swipe right. That was not invented yet. You either had to go like to a newspaper and look at a classified ad, not even a picture. You went on blind dates. I don't think anyone goes on blind dates anymore. Or, back in the 1980s, you could go make a video. You could go to like a physical brick and mortar store, make a video of yourself and check out videos of other people. Go home, watch those all night, get worked up into a frenzy, and try to score a date that way. Yeah, it sounds like a really asinine way to get a date, doesn't it? And to prove it was indeed quite asinine, here's some actual 1980s video dating.
Hello, 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 hello.
The 80s, we also had a lot of stutter effects.
Some of the things I love are photography, travel, skiing, and cuddling.
And talking in a creepy, whisper, monotone voice.
This is a very exciting time for my life because I'm just starting a new claims adjusting business.
I don't know what a claims adjusting business is.
I don't know, the type of girl that I'm looking for is one that's really attractive to me.
I like an attractive woman, someone who might look like Christy Brinkley or Jacqueline Smith.
or Joan Rivers?
I have a very strong sense of humor. I've read recently that everyone thinks they've got one, but my friends do agree that I do.
Hysterical.
Kind of your typical research mathematician, I guess.
Oh, I hate those typical research mathematicians. They're always stealing the hot girls.
Somebody that maybe even gets rough once in a while, you know, and
I'm a ham. I've been on Jeopardy. I decided that I'm lonely.
No, the rest of the world doesn't want to be with you, making you lonely.
But I'd love to go roller skating. Are you a little crazy?
Extremely.
Okay, we are back. And it is 1st and down and 10. Eagles from the 25. First down run. Smallwood with the first down, and we're going to listen in a little bit here on NBC's coverage with Al Michaels and some other guy.
Johnny Sunday, we mentioned he is on IR, so is Clemency. You've had Smallwood, Josh Adams, and Darren Sproles picking it up at the running game for Philadelphia in December. And on first down, going nowhere. Taken down, it's Eddie Goldman in the middle. Kind of an overlooked guy, too, because you got Mack and you've got Hicks getting a lot of publicity, and then there's Eddie in the middle.
Yeah, there's a lot of beef in there, and sometimes when Hicks is out and takes a rest, and there's Mack over there on the sideline as well, they'll go down into their Bears defense. Why not? They're the Chicago Bears. And just try and just shrink it down and try and force you to do something to the outside, let those speedy linebackers run and catch it.
And Isaiah Irving in linebacker, number 47, on second down and 10. Floyd's coming as well from the near side, and Foles fires, and that's caught by Aguilar, making the catch, sliding to the ground at the 46-yard line. Nelson Aguilar, who has come on as well, as he's had a great affinity with Foles down the stretch.
Boy, Nick Foles has just been unbelievable. He is getting balls out and actually getting hit when he's throwing the football. Some of his numbers and statistics upon contact have been amazing this year. Despite the ribs, despite everything going on with him, he will just hang in there and make those tough throws.
The Cinderella man from the 46-yard line, trying to cut it back and getting into Bear territory to the 49-yard line goes Darren Sproles. When Foles was contacted, you go back to the hit he took when he was contacted. He's completed 13 of 20 for 197. That passer rating is terrific. Tops in the NFL.
Hey, you have to have a tough guy at quarterback. There's just no way around that. And come playoff time, with the way that the Bears can bring pressure even from those inside linebackers, you're going to get hit.
Second and 5. Gives it to Sproles. He gets taken down to the 50. Sherrick McManus making the tackle. It'll be third down and 6 from midfield. Crowd in full throat.
Crowd making some noise. Nick Foles on this 3rd and 6 out of the shotgun. Goes deep over the middle. Oh, takes a hit and holds on to it.
Came over in midseason from the Lions.
Getting up slowly. Ouch.
And a big conversion for 28 yards.
But he gives the first down signal. But he's obviously hurt there.
Man, what a shot he took, and he knew he was going to take it.
Who gets hurt as well. So an injury timeout here. The ball will be at the Chicago 22-yard line when we come back.
Okay. All right, we are in a break at the NFC Wild Card Championship game. We'll be right back with more play-by-play live reactions.
Good morning. In Indiana, this is me with your call.
Who is it this time?
I beg your pardon?
Who are you?
You have Southern Indiana.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
I'm sorry?
Excuse me, I have a few more questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
Where's John Connor?
I'm sorry, who's who?
John Connor.
I have no idea, sir. What department does he work?
Hey, I'm a police officer.
That he's a police officer?
Yes, correct.
Are you trying to reach someone in security?
Yeah.
That he's a police officer?
Yes.
One moment. Southern Indiana.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm a cybernetic organism. One of us is in deep trouble.
Who?
You.
I am.
Impersonating an officer, resisting arrest, fraud, reckless driving, and lying to the sheriff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now, who's
Excuse
it?
me, I have a few more questions if you don't mind. Hey, I'm a police officer.
Well, how do I know that you are?
Trust me.
Well, how am I going to trust you if I don't? How do I know if you are?
Why not?
Well, I don't know. I just don't know if you are or not.
Stop being such a I'm wasting my time.
Hold on a minute. Let me get your number on this phone.
No deal.
Then got it. Okay. Now what you need?
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to
About
have
what?
them answered immediately. Where is she?
Who?
I'm a friend of Sarah Connor. I was told that she's here. What's the matter?
Huh. Well, let me tell you, she's not here.
And you expect me to believe you? You know you're lying.
Yeah, because, you done got both of her friends, so she's probably... You on here?
Yes.
Okay, what you need?
You're not the one I want.
Well, who do you want?
Let me talk to your mother.
Well, my mother's not here.
You know you're lying. Get your mother, please.
Uh-huh.
Do it now. Come on. Where is she?
Who?
Sarah Connor.
I don't know where she's at.
All right, we are back here. Let's go ahead and get some audio from NBC.
So first down at the 22-yard line. Keep it on the ground. Burrowing ahead is Darren Sproles. Gain of 1. Goldman makes the tackle, second down.
We have to talk a little bit about what just happened with Sherrick McManus going out. Bryce Callahan was already out, so here's McManus coming back in. That is a really good sign. You don't want to be down to your third slot cornerback. I was surprised the Eagles didn't go after it right away on that first play.
Yeah, that was Marcus Williams, who's been with 6 teams in 2 years, which tells you a lot. Second down and 9. Foles stepping up, stepping away, gets hit from behind.
Intercepted.
Off in the end zone.
Wow.
And
Holy smokes.
Coming out with it, and then he says, no, I'll just keep it there and take it at the 20. Adrian Amos with the pick. And Foles throwing his second interception of the game. Pressure put on by
Interception
Floyd.
in the end zone.
3-3.
For the Bears. They're going to go to break, and I guess we got to go to break too.
Hey, it's Pfister. And I've estimated that about 85% of the soy sauce they give you in your Chinese takeout orders is going completely unused, totally wasted. I mean, I've got like 5 drawers of soy sauce stockpiled. What am I going to do with all that soy sauce? And if you're putting soy sauce on your rice, you're doing it wrong. People in Asia cook with soy sauce. They don't use it as a condiment. And who's eating that mustard they give you with your takeout order at the Chinese restaurant? I mean, is that supposed to go on a sandwich or one of those horrible egg rolls? Duck sauce? I can't even. What's going on with the duck sauce? What's that even for? How is that a thing? Like every couple of 3 years, let me try a little duck sauce. I'm like, no, this is stupid. And another thing about Chinese restaurants, how come when I show up at 9:30, there's like a 9-year-old kid running the cash register? I mean, I feel bad. On one hand, they should be at home sleeping or playing with their friends. But on the other hand, I do like my beef and broccoli for $6.95. Hey, just saying.
today.
We're
That one
back.
picked off by Adrian Amos
He's
in the
back.
end zone.
We got some buffering issues.
And Trubisky, who went into the medical tent, is back. Hasn't missed a play. Starts from the 20-yard line on this drive. Give it to Jordan Howard, and he gets taken down. Branham with another tackle, and back we go to the interception.
Adrian Amos right here looks like he's playing too deep, but instead he's going to go to the center field, which allows him to go over and make the play. They'll play man coverage back on the backside of it. That's the subtlety of this Vic Fangio defense. It all starts off looking the same, Al, and then they just make a change so subtle it's hard to pick up. It looked like Leonard Floyd was able to get a little piece of the hand that time of Nick Foles.
Tweaking the concepts. Cohen is the back on a 2nd down and 9 with 4.5 till halftime. Trubisky fires to the sideline. That is almost picked off. Is it? They will say yes. Avonte Maddox able to get control of it.
Oh, now they're all like posing on the field. That was the stupidest thing.
And a turnover here. Watch Maddox.
Let's take a look. This is close, but Avonte Maddox, watch how quickly he gets out of those cuts. Was that left foot down? That is going to be the question.
With control.
Control there. He was the left foot on the ground, then right.
That might come back.
Terry, what do you think?
I've got an incomplete pass, Chris. I mean, he gets control
right there, and he's got one foot on the ground.
One foot's down, but the knee comes down out of bounds, and I don't think he gets a second foot down or another body part. There's the elbow down before anything else comes down.
That's Terry McCauley, and they won't have to challenge this because it's ruled a turnover, so it's an official review, and we think it will be overturned.
Our members shop a little differently.
Hey, it is Wilson.
So we reward
I just got a
every
text
purchase.
message from Phone Boy. He says, I gotta watch this awful, terrible movie called Night Riders from 1981 starring Ed Harris, who was in Truman Show, Apollo 13, and some other high-profile movies. And before I watch any movie, I like to watch the trailer and see if I really want to invest myself in it. So it's as bad as he say it is, Phone Boy, I'll definitely be watching this again. Here's the movie trailer for Night Riders. And you can tell already it's a bad movie by the fonts. I just had a dream I was in a terrible movie.
Once, courageous knights roamed the land
and worked at medieval times,
searching for adventure. Ready to brave any challenge. Night Riders.
F yeah.
Is a fighting
I'm
machine,
in.
Disciplined in mind and heart, and noble to the death. Night
Yes. This is what I needed in my life.
Riders. Adventure.
Sure.
Romance.
MILF. Motorcycles.
Pageantry.
And I'm all about the pageantry.
Magic got to do with the soul, man.
Yeah.
The soul
Jive turkey.
Night Riders. They rise
That's
for
Ed
the
Harris.
crown. They fight for honor.
That kid thinks I'm Evil Knievel.
That kid thinks you're William the Knight. You're his hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero.
Why do you dress like you're in the Renaissance Festival?
It looked like everything with the right leg was perfectly
That's to be
legal.
overturned.
And then the left, just no knee, nothing before that elbow hit. But I would say again, be careful around Avonte Maddox. He played a lot of safety, a lot of slot. His best position and why he was drafted is to play outside cornerback, and he has been something for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Rookie 4th-round pick out of Pitt, who has really come on. 3rd down and 9. Trubisky airing it out deep downfield, turning around, and it's Allen Robinson, but he is out of bounds. And that's Maddox covering on the play, and it's 4th down.
Had him one-on-one. And the other thing, Al, that we've seen already here is since Trubisky went limping off, they're just throwing from the pocket. So he is not moving around here. We'll keep an eye on that. Straight one-on-one, inside man technique, gets his head around, catches it, but Maddox had the presence to push him out of bounds. And remember, no force outs anymore.
Patrick O'Donnell comes in to punt. His 3rd Darren Sproles. That's up at his own 35-yard line. Ball signaled ready for play.
Look out.
Line drive short kick. Sproles collects it at the 33 with a little bobble, but nothing but blue shirts are there to take care of him at the 32-yard line. This Wild Card playoff is being brought to you by Simply Safe Home Security. Protect your home and you get it by Progressive Insurance, handing off big savings to you, and by Hyundai, official sponsor of the NFL. That was 1980. Some good features earlier today, watching some of the pregame shows of the Fog Bowl. New Year's Eve 1988. Buddy Ryan, Mike Ditka facing off. Fog rolled in. Bears won the game 20-12. Vern Lundquist and Terry Bradshaw are on the call that day. Crazy.
Only appropriate that Terry would have that call.
Right. From the 32-yard line, Smallwood tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks is right there, taking him down for the loss.
So what you do is you have all these guys in here tight, so you have to block Hicks one-on-one, and really nobody can handle him. Despite his size and his strength, he has the ability. You saw him turn those shoulders almost at a 45-degree angle to slide through that gap and make yet another play.
Almost came out. 2nd down and 12. Foles 9 of 14 with those 2 picks. Blitz coming. Foles shoots a dart over the middle. Sproles says, where's the flag? There is none. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Well, Al, one of the concerns that I had with Nick Foles coming into this game is he is ranked 31st against zone defenses. The Bears play all zone defenses. So far tonight, 2 for 5, 41 yards, 2 interceptions against zone defenses.
And Vic Fangio knows that.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Third down 12. Go 5 wide here. Little pass over the middle that's caught by Golden Tate. He'll be tackled to the 37-yard line by Sherrick McManus. And 3 minutes remaining in the half. In comes the punt group.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be some kind of a man, but then they just sort of back off into their zones here. So anything, just let him check it down in front of him, come up and make the tackle. Of course, they're hoping with Golden Tate, as elusive as he is, he could break a tackle or two. But so far, this Bears defense, after an early struggle, they've really snapped back in defensively.
Cameron Johnston with a line drive punt that goes out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So 2:38. Chicago has the ball.
Well, I feel like Sunday Night Football is going to take Akeem Hicks right to the Hall of Fame. Every time we do a game, it's like this. And watch his ability to push those hands up. A lot of people try and swat them down. He does a lot of the opposite. He will take them up, and it just creates a real weakness on that offensive lineman. He does it time after time after time. He's some player.
Well, at least he'll make his first stop at the Pro Bowl on his way to Canton.
There you go. Absolutely. Good player, though. He really is.
He play well in the primetime games, and that does a lot in terms of postseason honors.
Yeah, 7.5 sacks, but really what he does against the run has been what has been most impressive with him.
Bears begin from the 11-yard line. Shoot it out to Gabriel. And he'll go nowhere. Good tackle made by Rasul Douglas, second-year guy out of West Virginia who has come on. 2nd and 10.
Now let's talk about the secondary of the Eagles just a little bit. These guys basically were no-shows on the early part of the season. Rasul Douglas, he barely played the first 5 games, plays every snap since. Trayvon LeBlanc, he was cut by the Detroit Lions. He's the slot guy. And Avonte Maddox was playing the slot. Then he had moved into safety, and now all of a sudden he's their star cornerback on the outside.
Give Jim Schwartz a lot of credit. These guys were walking around with tags that said, "Hello, my name is."
Absolutely.
2 minutes to the half. 3-3 in Chicago.
2-minute warning.
Directions to the nightclub here. And if you get lost, just hit me on the old one.
Tom's my best friend, but ever since he bought a new house.
It's a $10 cover? Oh, okay. Didn't see that on the website.
He's been acting more and more like his dad.
Come on, guys, jump in. The water's fine. Tom Pritchard. How we doing? Hi there, Tom Pritchard. Can we get a round of jalapeno poppers for me and the boys, please? I've been saving a lot of money with Progressive lately, so.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming.
Kill the commercials there. Okay. NFC Wild Card action.
Good morning. In Indiana, this is me that your call.
Who is it this time?
I beg your pardon?
Who are you?
You have Southern Indiana.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions.
I'm sorry?
Excuse me, I have a few more questions if you don't mind.
Okay.
Where's John Connor?
I'm sorry, who's who?
John Connor.
I have no idea, sir. What department does he work?
Hey, I'm a police officer.
That he's a police officer?
Yes, correct.
Are you trying to reach someone in security?
Yeah.
That he's a police officer?
Yes.
One moment. Southern Indiana.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm a cybernetic organism. One of us is in deep trouble.
Who?
You.
I am.
Impersonating an officer, resisting arrest, fraud, reckless driving, and lying to the sheriff.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now, who's
Excuse
this?
me, I have a few more questions if you don't mind. Hey, I'm a police officer.
Well, how do I know that?
All right.
One of the things that the Eagles were hoping for in this game is that with all the attention they were going to pay to Fletcher Cox, much like they did Aaron Donald, the return of Tim Jernigan could make a big difference. He's going to get the single blocks. He is the one that really needs to come up big in this game inside.
Matt Nagy is the play caller as well as the head coach. See what he has sent into Trubisky here as they go with 5 receivers. And Trubisky fires, and wide open over the middle is Anthony Miller. Out to the 44 goes the rookie Trey Sullivan.
First down,
the tackle, and the
Bears.
up to the line of scrimmage.
A nice read by Trubisky right there. They just go with the vertical routes, and he was able to find them. He is starting to find receivers in a way that maybe he didn't before he had that shoulder injury.
This one is a low throw, and it is Robinson who is able to make the catch at the 48-yard line.
Typically, if you want to beat Trubisky, make him look away from his first read.
No huddle,
when he
quickly.
goes to a second or third read, his numbers go way down.
2nd and 3. Trubisky fires over the middle. That's knocked away. That's Trey Sullivan who knocks it away, intended for the tight end, working his way down the seam. Adam Shaheen making it 3rd down and 3.
The one thing you cannot do is you cannot hesitate when you're going to pull the trigger on this middle read. You gave it that little half flinch, and that allows those defensive backs time to make a break on the ball.
Wow, the Bears looking for their shot here.
3rd down and 3 now from the 49-yard line. Bring Benny Cunningham now, number 30, into the backfield. First time we have seen him.
All right, 3rd down and 3 for the Bears. Midfield, they're going to run it and come up a yard short. Cunningham. 4th and 1. There is a flag. Got some dirty laundry here. Don Henley, dirty laundry. Here's the call.
Nigel Bradley's.
Okay. That's against the Eagles, I do believe. So 1st down Bears. This could be the drive. If the Bears might have a chance at the end zone finally. 1st and 10 Bears from the 42 of Philly. Trubisky out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, steps back, fires, complete for a pickup of 8. All right, no huddle offense. Robinson there with the completion. 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Trubisky takes it out of the shotgun. Pressure, fires it over the middle, over the shoulder. It looked like a completion, but it may have been stripped. They're ruling it incomplete. Couldn't quite hang on to that. Man, that would have been a big completion. Let's see what happens on the replay, because he had it for a second, he has it, and then it just gets ripped out. When he caught the ball, he actually caught the receiver's arm. His arm was like trapped between the ball and the receiver. Okay, well, 3rd down and 3 for the Bears, and the timeout. The Bears are going to definitely want to think this over. This is we're going to have a review here, because he certainly seemed to have control of it, but maybe not that long before it got stripped out by the guy's arm. Wow. We'll see what they do there. I don't see how if they do overturn it, I mean, it's a dead ball. You know, there should have been an attempt by the defense to recover that. Well, let's see if he was down here when the ball comes out. He's not down when the ball comes out. And then what happens? So what do you do? Just call it an incomplete pass? Even if it was a completion, because he had it for a second or 2 there. And we are in a break, and we will be right back.
Meanwhile, in communist China, a baby goes unclothed. Camel toe. Oh, you come in now. Government only allow 1 baby. So we'll poison one with some American soft drinks. And get that kid a diaper before he goes to the bathroom on somebody. You buy #1 American White Devil soda. Yeah, Frankie Chung has dishonored his ancestors making this. I choo-choo chang you.
Back to Chicago.
How bizarre is this?
Crazy.
The official recovered the ball.
Right.
Yes. But it is indeed a catch. I think they do all the requirements.
3, total control.
Yes.
No knee down. Shoot, he probably took 4 or 5 steps there.
Correct.
And now nobody gets on the football.
So Chicago's going to get the ball where, Terry?
At the spot of the fumble.
Okay, buddy.
This is
Weird play in action.
Here, that third step is making it a legal catch.
I'm Bone Crusher Wilson, and this is the NFC Wild Card.
That I've ever seen with it.
I've not seen this either, where you have a reversal, but you can't finish the play because there's no recovery.
Yeah, all right.
Replay today since the Charger-Baltimore game.
2 of them.
Wow.
This is going to be crazy. The crowd will erupt if Chicago has the ball. And the Philadelphia Eagles are moving all the way back, so they know what's going to happen here. They're already moving back. They know what's going to happen. And the crowd can sense it, too.
If that's a completion, it has to be a fumble. It has to be a...
And I'm sure for Matt Nagy, he was probably thinking, oh my goodness, what have I done? Maybe he knew that nobody recovered it and he had nothing to lose.
Well, now they're...
Well, official review. Here's Corretti.
What?
Wow, they're going to rule it an incomplete pass is what he's saying. He didn't say the words, but Terry, that's what he's ruling here.
That's what they're doing. But it is a completed pass.
It was. It should have been.
So he's a runner at this point, and I don't know why they don't give him the catch, because it is.
Is it fair to say this is completely uncharted territory?
They're telling us without a clear recovery, they can't call it a catch and a fumble. They have to call it incomplete. So it's 3rd
Unbelievable.
down and 3 now, back at the 37, and that'll be a first down.
Because the referee picked it up, they can't call it
For all the world, the Eagles thought
a
it was
catch.
back inside the 10-yard line.
Well, the referee just screwed him.
Terry, come on in here. You've been sitting in the makeup chair all year long, so we got to get you on camera. All right, you've been around a long time. You've refereed 3 Super Bowls, right? You've seen about everything.
Yes, I have, Alan.
Not that.
Now we've got an incoming call. Definitely A-Bomb wants to get in and talk about what just happened here. So let's go to the phones here.
It doesn't seem, I mean, you've taken away a catch. I mean, somebody could have recovered it. You've taken away a catch from Chicago.
Now A-Bomb is here.
That was ruled incomplete.
Let me bring him up into the show. All right. And I'm sure, A-Bomb, you're calling in to comment about that last play, that weird call. Oh! Wow. Yeah, it should have been a catch. They said they could not overturn it and call it a catch because the referee recovered it and there was no correct recovery. So it was the weirdest thing you ever did see. That makes no sense. when you see stoppage of play that long, it kind of messes with everyone's rhythm, I think, there. He's going to call up the old scattered, smothered, and covered defense right now. Third down for the Bears. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, you're in a game like this, you're going to go for the field goal for sure. In fact, here comes Cody Parker, their field goal kicker. This should be a gimme with 3 seconds left. Could have been a touchdown for the Bears if the referees had not messed up that play. 29-yard field goal attempt here for Parker to take us to halftime. Yeah, trying to ice him. I'm not a fan of the icing calls. I think that's a waste of everyone's time. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for checking that out. I'll play it again here as we go into halftime after this field goal attempt. A-bomb. Thank you. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is good. Put that on the board, son. All right, and that was A-bomb on the show. All right, we are at halftime here. The Bears take a 6-3 lead. And low-scoring halftime. That's amazing. That's amazing. And that ref call there may have either cost the Bears a chance at a touchdown or potentially cost the Eagles a fumble recovery. But you hate to see referees making an impact in the game like that. Okay, we're at break, and I know A-bomb wants to hear the Comfort White commercial, so we're going to play that to take us into a long halftime break. This is a real product for fat guys that have to go to the bathroom and can't reach. So, this is the first breakthrough in bathroom technology in over 100 years. Test. Oh, yeah. Can't hear it. Let me see if I can get this audio working. Audio input. I don't know why I can't hear it. Well, I'll have to work on these technical issues in a little bit. It's just halftime, and we're going to take a break. Hey, it is Wilson, and I just got a text message from Phone Boy. He says, I gotta watch this awful, terrible movie called Night Riders from 1981 starring Ed Harris, who was in Truman Show, Apollo 13, and some other high-profile movies. And before I watch any movie, I like to watch the trailer and see if I really want to invest myself in it. So it's as bad as he say it is, Phone Boy, I'll definitely be watching this again. Here's the movie trailer for Knight Riders. And you can tell already it's a bad movie by the fonts. I just had a dream I was in a terrible movie.
Once, courageous knights roamed the land
and worked at medieval times,
searching for adventure. Ready to brave any challenge. Knight Riders.
F yeah.
Is a fighting
I'm
machine,
in.
disciplined in mind and heart, and noble to the death. Knight
Yes. This is what I needed in my life.
Riders. Adventure.
Sure.
Romance.
MILF. Motorcycles.
Pageantry.
And I'm all about the pageantry.
Magic got to do with the soul, man.
Yeah.
And the soul got
Jive turkey.
Knight Riders. They rise
That's
to
Ed
the
Harris.
crown. They fight for honor.
That kid thinks I'm evil Knievel.
That kid thinks you're William the Knight. You're his hero.
I'm not trying to be a hero.
Why do you dress like you're in the Renaissance Festival?
Following a dream as far
I was in the
as it
right
can take.
stuff, for God's sakes.
Because a legend lives as long as someone believes.
This isn't just a roadside carny anymore.
This is what happens when the Renaissance Festival closes down, people. Hey, can I borrow your cod piece? That's the guy from Criminal Minds.
You think it's breaking up? It's money, Bill.
Hey, I'm only the key guy on the movie set. I'm not really in the movie, dude.
Small town jails is uncomfortable places. Damn uncomfortable.
I guess so. That is.
Throw down the gauntlet.
It's not much of a
Take up
tuck-in.
the challenge. A new age begins. Romance and adventure live.
Sundays, 7 to 9 in medieval times. Tim Meadows. Oh, man.
Night Riders.
The great George A. Romero. I feel blessed. Thank you for that blessing, phone boy. All right, I'll definitely be watching that. Wilson out. Test.
Think about it. Toilet paper is really archaic and disgusting. The Comfort Wipe is a modern solution.
That's right. Never touch another dirty toilet tissue.
Being a big guy certainly has its advantages and its disadvantages. This is a great product.
It's embarrassing to have someone help you with your personal matters. The Comfort Wipe allows you to maintain your dignity while you maintain your personal hygiene.
Comfort Wipe, the sanitary paper extension arm and holder. The first improvement in
That's a
toilet
good
paper as we know
combination.
it since the 1880s. It extends your reach a full 18 inches while it follows the contours of your body and comfortably cleans. So if you or someone you love suffers from the loss of range of motion, or if you're someone who just doesn't want to touch dirty toilet paper, don't be embarrassed, just get a Comfort Wipe. Order now and we'll send you the Comfort Wipe for just $19.99. Plus, we'll send you the Get a Grip. Just pay separate shipping and handling. It's the assist handle that installs in seconds. Getting in and out of the tub has never been more comfortable. You get it all, the Comfort Wipe and the Get a Grip. The entire $50 value for just $19.99. But you have to call now.
Looks like a pretty sweet product.
is a great product.
For years, we've been scrunching and folding toilet paper.
Like a bunch of morons.
Finally, there's a better way. Comfort Wipe, the sanitary paper extension arm and holder. The first improvement to toilet paper as we know it since the 1880s.
Great innovation in the bathroom experience. Some say it's the biggest thing that's happened to toilet paper since the Civil War.
I'm all about advancements in bathroom technology.
It extends your reach a full 18 inches while it follows the contours of your body and comfortably cleans.
And those of us who have these kind of issues used to have to use a rag on a stick, so no more rag on a stick for me.
It's as easy to use as a shower brush. Just pop on the toilet tissue and when through, just press the release button and the tissue drops right into the toilet.
Think about it. Toilet paper is really archaic and disgusting. The Comfort Wipe is a modern solution.
That's right. Never touch another dirty toilet tissue.
Being a big guy certainly has its advantages.
I can eat more.
And its disadvantages.
Apparently being a big guy in the bathroom is like a bull in a china closet. Rah, yeah, rah.
This is a great product.
It's embarrassing to have someone help you with your personal matters. The Comfort Wipe allows you to maintain your dignity while you maintain your personal hygiene.
Dignity, hygiene, great for fat guys. How much would you pay?
Comfort Wipe, the sanitary paper extension arm and holder. The first improvement to toilet paper as we know it since the 1880s.
Okay, what happened in the 1880s that was so revolutionary in the bathroom? What was going on in the toilet back then anyway?
It extends your reach a full 18 inches while it follows the contours of your body and comfortably cleans. So if you or someone you love suffers from the loss of range of motion.
Okay, I'll be quite honest. I cannot touch my butt.
Or if you're someone who just doesn't want to touch dirty toilet paper, don't be embarrassed. Just get a Comfort Wipe.
With the Comfort Wipe, I can now clean myself and I don't have to touch that disgusting toilet paper.
Order now and we'll send you the Comfort Wipe for just $19.99. Plus, we'll send you the Get a Grip. Just pay separate shipping and handling. It's the assist handle that installs in seconds. Getting in and out of the tub has never been more comfortable.
So you can haul your fat ass out of the tub.
You get it all, the Comfort Wipe and the Get a Grip. The entire $50 value for just $19.99.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
But you have to call now.
That's quality product. Yeah, Comfort Wipes, the biggest breakthrough in bathroom technology since the 1880s. Before then, people had to use a rag on a stick back then, and fat guys, they couldn't clean themselves really, unless they found a very specially shaped stick. So I don't want to think about the bathroom situation back then. We're at halftime, NFC Wild Card playoff game. Philadelphia 3 and the Bears 6. They got a field goal right at the end of the first half. Some weird referee calling action too. And we're still at halftime, so we are going to take another break.
97X, it's Pfister, and back in the 1980s, there was a thing called video dating. Dating technology, not that advanced. You couldn't just swipe right. That was not invented yet. You either had to go to a newspaper and look at a classified ad, not even a picture. You went on blind dates. I don't think anyone goes on blind dates anymore. Or back in the 1980s, you could go make a video. You'd go to a physical brick and mortar store, make a video of yourself and check out videos of other people, go home, watch those all night, get worked up into a frenzy and try to score a date that way. Yeah, that sounds like a really asinine way to get a date, doesn't it? And to prove it was indeed quite asinine, here's some actual 1980s video dating.
Hello, 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 hello.
The 80s, also a lot of stutter effects.
Some of the things I love are photography, travel, skiing, and cuddling.
And talking in a creepy, whisper, monotone voice.
This is a very exciting time for my life because I'm just starting a new claims adjusting business.
I don't know what a claims adjusting business is.
I don't know, the type of girl that I'm looking for is one that's really attractive to me.
I like an attractive woman, someone who might look like Christy Brinkley or Jacqueline Smith.
Or Joan Rivers.
I have a very strong sense of humor. I've read recently that everyone thinks they've got one, but my friends do agree that I do.
Hysterical.
Kind of your typical research mathematician, I guess.
Oh, I hate those typical research mathematicians. They're always stealing the hot girls.
Somebody that maybe even gets rough once in a while, you know, and
I'm a ham. I've been on Jeopardy. I decided that I'm lonely.
No, the rest of the world doesn't want to be with you, making you lonely.
But I'd love to go roller skating. Are you a little crazy? Extremely high verbal skills.
Must have superior linguistic skills.
Co-ed bubble bath sounds like a real fun idea I want to try out.
Can I sniff your underwear?
And whoever's ever with me has to like to do it too, or they're going to go nuts, because I'll drive you nuts.
I seek a person who is childlike.
somebody that'll embarrass you by ordering too much food, or, you know, somebody like that.
Oh, look at that guy's date. She's totally crushing the chicken, brah.
I'm a nice fellow. I don't know. I'm particularly attracted to black women and women of different races. So if you like me, give me a call.
Looking for some brown sugar. I hear you, brah.
Basically, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you.
All right. We are back for the second half.
Elliott sending it down toward Bellamy.
Is the kickoff.
Runs it back from the 2-yard line, and a nice tackle is made up at the 17-yard line there by DeAndre Hall. We go to Michelle.
Well, Matt Nagy told me that after Mitchell Trubisky visited the medical tent in the first half to have his right leg examined, he talked to his quarterback and said, hey, if you're going to play, you're going to go play. And he also told me his play calling would not be impacted by that at all. I asked why safety Eddie Jackson isn't playing, and Nagy said he's available to us if we need him. Now, Doug Peterson told me we had momentum but self-destructed. He wants to get Nick Foles back in rhythm, saying minus the 2 picks. He had a pretty good first half, Al.
All right, thank you, Michelle. As Chicago takes the ball at the 17-yard line, they start on the ground here. Nothing doing for Jordan Howard. Loss of 1. He's second down and 11.
Well, the thing we came on the air talking about, this Eagles secondary really has played pretty darn well here in the first half. You have to take into consideration, though, that they had a couple of interception opportunities that they did not make. Trayvon LeBlanc right here on the slot, making the play of the first half, maybe the play of the playoffs so far. And then Avonte Maddox on the outside, almost with this one. Trey Sullivan had his hands on another. So it is the interceptions that were made versus the ones that were not.
Second and 11, and Trubisky, a little razzle-dazzle here. This is Gabriel.
First
and
down.
he'll pick up the first down and several more yards out to the 37-yard line. So Nagy, who loves to go to the back of the playbook very often, does so here for a first down on a gain of 21.
And haven't you been wondering where this was? When we've come in here and done games before, we see this sort of misdirection stuff all the time. Watch the ball handling here by Trubisky, and you never hand it to a wide receiver. You learn that the hard way. Jordan Howard out front making the block, is they'd much rather catch it in the middle of the air than have it handed to them.
We were in here for that Rams game. The only touchdown in the game was caught by Bradley Scholl, a tackle. From the 37,
Shovel pass.
Slip here, and this one goes to Adam Shaheen, going nowhere. That didn't fool anyone. Long is there for the stop. Second down.
Well, one of the guys that's had a big first half so far has been Nigel Bradham. There's Michael Bennett, had the penalty in the first half as well. But Nigel Bradham has really begun to sniff out a few of these gimmicky kind of plays here for the Chicago Bears. He's been on some of the read option plays, had a nice first half, comes out and makes that play there.
Third year with the Eagles, started his career with Buffalo. Second down and 10 from the 37. Got a little blocking here too, and Robinson able to break tackles and come close to picking up a first down. They'll spot him a little bit shy.
Bears coming out second half.
Douglas makes the stop.
One of the unsung heroes on this football team is Josh Bellamy on the outside. Bellamy has gotten plenty of opportunities here lately, not because of his great receiving skills, but exactly this, his ability to make some of those blocks in space. So we're getting now back to what I think of as the Chicago Bears offense. Some of the quick screens, get it out of his hands, reverses, and it's been working.
Need one here on third down. And Howard will pick it up.
Whoa.
And could have really been
Howard,
off to the
first down.
races as he gets tripped up. But he does move the chains. First down for the Bears.
Good block inside by Shaheen, but boy, this was the tackle right here that saved the Eagles. Malcolm Jenkins gets just enough, and you have to transition. He was down in there in man coverage against Shaheen. When he blocked, he had to get his eyes up in the backfield and got just enough of him. I still think that Howard could have a huge impact on this game in the second half. He's been running really well.
He had a great December. A guy gained over 1,000 yards in each of his first 2 years. 9 and change this year, and Trubisky gets taken down in the backfield. Jernigan coming in. Timmy Jernigan along with Brandon Graham for the sack.
So here's exactly what we were talking about. You've got the center, Cody Whitehair, who's going to go and help against Fletcher Cox. And they're going to leave Timmy Jernigan then inside one-on-one against the rookie, James Daniels, right here. So you'll see him go this way and then leave the one-on-one on the outside.
It was not a blitz. Good rush there.
5-yard loss on the sack.
The Bears run the football a lot after they have a sack. 50%. That is one of the highest in the league.
Approach midfield. Trubisky fires up,
and that'll be taken to the 45-yard line by Ben Broniker. So they pick up about 9, making it 3rd down and 6 from the Eagle 45.
Well, here's where the Eagles have to win the football game. The strength of their team is in their pass rushers. You will often see on this part of the field here as well, Jim Schwartz is not afraid to call up a zero blitz, which basically means you're going to bring everybody at a free safety in the middle of the field, so it doesn't look like it this time.
And the Bears go 5 wide. They send 5 this time. Trubisky under pressure, and he will just fling that one into the night sky to make it 4th down.
Where's he from?
And the good strategy is what they've been doing here with Nigel Bradham. This spy has worked a couple of times. They leave him right in the middle of the field, knowing that Trubisky loves to run the football in these kinds of situations. Just shadow him everywhere he goes and force Trubisky to throw it away.
So opening drive of the half as you look at Sproles back to receive the kick from O'Donnell.
Good punt.
Chicago had the ball over 5 minutes, ran 8 plays. And that kick angled toward the far sideline, and Sproles goes for it and makes the fair catch at the 17. 9:43 left in the 3rd. 6-3 Chicago.
What have you done, Elijah?
These stories are true. Finally, the real world will see we exist. Villains.
The beast had come in for you guys.
Heroes. I'm the only person who can stop him. I need your abilities to show the world what we are capable of. The bad guys are teaming up. A lot of people are going to die. You need to get out of here.
We are not meant to have this much power.
This part won't be like a comic book. Are you ready?
Break.
Rated PG-13.
We get copyright infringement.
You better get used to this weather, State Farm, because I'm trading you to a QB in the Siberian Football League.
Meanwhile, in communist China, a baby goes unclothed. Camel toe. Oh, you come in now. Government only allow 1 baby. So we'll poison one with some American sauce.
The unknown beyond the horizon. That was once our frontier. But today, the new frontier has risen, and this is the vehicle crafted to conquer it. Introducing the first of its kind Lexus UX and UX F Sport. Also available in hybrid all-wheel drive. Experience amazing. With Charmin.
The career paths of the two coaches, amazing. Doug Peterson was coaching high school, and Andy Reid said, come back to Philadelphia. Matt Nagy was in Philly as a training camp intern. Peterson then was elevated to the quarterbacks coach, and Nagy went to quality control. Peterson became the offensive coordinator. Nagy took over the quarterbacks. Doug became a head coach. Nagy became a head coach. Good buddies, good friends. Peterson was coaching high school in Louisiana for 4 years. Nagy was trying to sell homes in Pennsylvania. And here they are. Great buddies. Text a lot. And meeting head-to-head for the right to move on to the divisional round. Philadelphia, their first play of the second half. From the 17-yard line. Foles fires. That's caught up at the 21-yard line by Ertz. We go to Michelle.
Well, Matt Nagy told us he and Doug Peterson learned how to coach and how to be coached in those 7 seasons they spent together under Andy Reid's tutelage. And spending those long days together as assistants, as you said, Al, they became great friends. Their wives became friends. Even their kids became great friends. And they both told us they were really looking forward to this matchup.
Michelle, people looking for any fruit born by the Andy Reid tree these days. We'll see Andy next week as Kansas City takes on Indianapolis. 2nd and 5 from the 22-yard line. No gain there. It's funny because the thought was a couple of months ago, everybody wants an offensive head coach. Now teams are beginning to look at defensive guys like Vic Fangio.
Well, Vic Fangio has done an unbelievable job, but I'm with you. Everybody is looking for that next young offensive-minded coaches, and they're going pretty far down the pecking order to try and find one. But after what we've seen these young coaches do, Sean McVay, Matt Nagy, why not?
Yeah, I mean, that was the script in Chicago this year. They thought second-year quarterback Trubisky, first-year head coach, would be similar to Jared Goff in his second year and Sean McVay in his first season last year, getting the Rams to the playoffs. 3rd and 6. Foles throws a wobbler down the sideline, and Ertz can't hold on. And now a flag comes in from behind.
Yeah, it was going to be Adrian Amos with a personal foul. It was going to be incomplete, and it looked like a shot to the head here by Amos. They had their defensive play, and they were going to be off the field.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 38. Hit against the defensive player. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And that will be the first penalty against the Bears in the game at a most inopportune time.
So hard for those guys, and Amos, if you've watched him play, you know that those big hits are a part of his game. And as he came over there and saw it, he knew he was going to try and break it up the old-fashioned way. I'm sure he's been playing that way since high school, but the rules are different now.
Not much going on with Khalil Mack tonight. They've done a good job taking him out of a good part of the action. Foles fires, and that is caught by Darren Sproles.
Isn't it interesting that you've got Jason Peters out there who has been blocking Mack for the most part tonight. He and Darren Sproles not a part of that Super Bowl run last year, and neither was Jordan Hicks, who's back. So those guys maybe even a little added incentive out here tonight.
2nd and 7. Just a 3-man rush. And taken down. Golden Tate had nowhere to go. Danny Trevathan started his career with Denver, 7th year in the league. Makes the stop. They're down.
The most amazing thing about Jason Peters has always been his ability to move his feet for a huge man. He's been in the Pro Bowl almost every single year. But the focus on this game tonight was to take out Mack. And what they've learned is that Peters has been able to do it by himself. So they're not having to chip with their backs coming out of the backfield as they anticipated they might have to.
Great point. 3rd down and 5 from the 40. Foles to the sideline, and the catch is made at the 49-yard line by Golden Tate. Came over from the Lions, and that's a first down.
Yeah, so if you don't like Jason Peters, let's try and loop you inside here. It's exactly what they did with Mack. Seumalo was able to pick him up. And for Foles, that's more than a couple little fadeaway jumpers he's made. And there was a little bit of controversy about whether or not Golden Tate was helping this football team or not. But he's made a few big plays so far in this one.
And Foles a pretty good basketball player, so he knows about fadeaway jumpers.
I think they've had too many men on the field.
Right. So you got a flag, too many men on the field.
12 players on the defense. Oh, it's not legitimate. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
And that moves the ball into Bear territory to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down and 5. Sherrick McManus is the last guy to come off, so he was probably number 12.
Yeah, so Vic Fangio's going crazy. He should have been off the field on this drive long ago.
6.5 left in the third. Rapidly moving game. Bears by 3 and on a first down and 5. Foles hands the ball off to Sproles. Darren Sproles talking about maybe retiring, but I'm beginning to hear that maybe he's thinking about coming back one more year. Michelle knows.
Well, you know, last season was going to be Sproles' last in the NFL, but then he landed on IR with that torn ACL and broken arm, and his daughter, Devin, said, you got to play just one more year. But I asked Sproles if this would indeed be his final season, and he said he's taking it a game at a time, and he told me he probably wouldn't make his decision until right before training camp, Al.
Yeah, Michelle, he also only played, you know, like 3/8 of a season. He missed 10 games this year. So for a 14th-year guy, he's fresh. 2nd and 2 from the 43. Foles.
Deep.
And deep down the sideline and incomplete. But a flag comes in. Amukamara got tangled up with Jordan Matthews. First time that Matthews has been targeted tonight. And the penalty is going to be against Amukamara. And so the Bears, who had no penalties at the start of this drive, have picked up 2 huge ones.
It's amazing, isn't it? And
make it 3.
Really give Jordan Matthews a lot of credit here for staying with this ball and fighting his way through it. And you could see the hook of the arm, and right at the last moment there, just a little too much contact keeping that right arm from the football.
So 3 penalties, the personal foul on Amos, the 12 men on the field, and this one a 33-yard penalty to put the ball at the 10-yard line and make it a first down and goal.
Prince Amukamara is the guy that loves that bump and run coverage on the outside. He does it about as much as anybody on football. On the other side, Kyle Fuller loves to play off. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen Alshon Jeffrey on Amukamara a little bit more in this game.
Smallwood is the running back. Foles to the end zone, caught, touchdown. That's Dallas Goedert.
Eagles.
The number 2 tight end. So Matthews was targeted for the first time, and now Goddard targeted for the first time, and it pays off with a touchdown. The first touchdown of the night, 83 yards in 7 plays for the Eagles.
Bad drive for Amos here. He's going to get beat, but watch this move by Goddard inside. He's going to give it that hard outside move. Everything looks like it's going to the outside. Amos tries to grab him. He knew he was beaten. And the 2 tight end look for the Philadelphia Eagles. They've been doing it more and more the last month, and it is paying off.
Drive began at their own 17. Jake Elliott tacks on point number 10. 5:20 left in the third. Foles to the end zone to Goddard. Eagles lead 10-6 in Chicago.
All right, in this extra choice prank phone call thingy, we're using the George Costanza soundboard. You remember George from Seinfeld? Well, somebody took George's Twix bar, and he's trying to find out who it was.
Hello, this is how can I assist you?
Remember me?
Not yet.
It's George.
Hi, George.
One of your guys stole my Twix candy bar.
What?
One of your guys stole my Twix candy bar.
What's your truck number, sir?
Please, I'm very hungry.
Who is this?
I'm George. I believe you just ate my Twix bar.
I didn't eat your Twix bar. It wasn't me.
This is wrong.
Can I have your truck number, sir?
85, 72, 28.
85, 72, 28.
Bingo.
Yes.
I'm not having that truck number come up in my system, sir. I want to help
I'm
you
very
here.
hungry.
Did I have a service come out there and you're telling me one of the technicians took your candy bar?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not having that truck number come up in my system, though, sir.
Please, I'm very hungry.
Who is this?
I'm George.
George from where?
It's me, George Costanza.
What do you want, George Costanza?
He purposely mispronounced my name. Instead of saying Costanza, say can't stand ya. Hey, is anybody listening?
Sir, I'm here with you. I'm trying to find you in my system, okay?
Yes.
Okay. I need to know what state the truck was broke down in.
DeSoto. You just here. 129 West 81st Street.
And you're saying the breakdown was in Minnesota?
Yes.
Sure.
Bear with me, sir. I'm trying to find it, okay?
Yes. You like baseball?
You are the driver, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you doing Saturday night?
Working.
Well, should I call you later?
Are you making the prank call to me?
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Jerry's car gets hit and the other driver doesn't have any insurance, so the judge sentences him to be Jerry's butler.
Oh, yeah? Then what happens next?
I'm buck naked.
Oh.
The Lexus UX, crafted to conquer the new frontier. And by Charmin Ultra Soft. They're celebrating the return of the playoffs. Ice sculptures around the city. There it is, Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, former home of the Bears for many, many, many years. Trubisky fires, broken up at the 35-yard line. Crowd looking around for yellow, and they see none. Douglas covering Gabriel.
Maybe the most improved football player on this Eagles defense is Rasul Douglas. He had some issues early on when he started playing so much, but you can just literally watch his confidence grow